Hey there, you beautiful souls. Welcome to the Authentic You podcast, where we dive deep into the power of authenticity and the journey to rediscovering your true self. I'm your host, Kristina Holle, and I'm beyond excited to embark on this transformative journey with you. Ever wonder how authenticity impacts relationship, career choices, and overall well-being? Well, wonder no more, because the Authentic You is your compass on this incredible adventure. So what can you expect from our show? Well, picture this: heart-to-heart conversation, inspiring stories, expert insights on the importance of authenticity. We're going to tackle the masks we wear, the societal expectations we navigate, and guide you back to the essence of who you truly are. The Authentic You podcast, where real stories meet real talk. Get ready to shine your light and live authentically. Good morning, you beautiful souls. Welcome to the Authentic You podcast, where we dive deep into the topics that inspire and empower you to live authentically. I'm your host, Kristina Holle, and I'm thrilled for this episode because you'll join me on my beautiful morning walk as we explore the power of inspiration. There's something truly magical about early morning hours, isn't there? The world is just waking up, the air is crisp, the possibilities for the day feel endless. It's time when inspiration often strikes, filling us with renewed energy and purpose. But inspiration isn't found in the world around us. It also resides within each one of us, waiting for it to be ignited. It sparks creativity that fuels our passion and drives us to pursue our dreams. It's the voice inside our heart that whispers, "You're capable, you're worthy, and you are enough." As we continue our walk together, I encourage you to take a moment to connect with your own sources of inspiration. What lights you up? What fills your soul? And what gives you a sense of joy and purpose? Good morning, my friends. I thought I would take you for my morning walk. It's absolutely beautiful out. I'm in the middle of a trail, and it's really something. And that's what inspired my talk for today. What I want to talk to you today about is inspiration. And are you inspired? And where do you find inspiration? And for those who know me, they know I'm all about authenticity and, looking within. So that is where we're going to go today. But first, before I get started, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Kristina Holle. I have been in corporate for 20 plus years in senior HR leadership roles. But what's really important is during COVID, I wrote a book. And this book is called The Authentic You, Unleash Your Leadership Potential. This book is really special, and I'll tell you why. It was completely inspired. I started it as a training program, and then I just couldn't stop writing. And when I started writing, it just flowed. And it was all about helping people, including myself, to believe in themselves by owning their stories in their entirety. Because we have a tendency of not wanting to own our stories because we're fearful that we won't fit the mold, or how people will see us. They may see us differently. Well, I think that for myself, this book changed everything, because when I started writing, I started to actually discover more about myself. And now where I am in the process is so much deeper. And I think that is the exciting part of it. Once you choose to start to own your story and really step into who you are, magic starts to happen. You start to break down these barriers around fear, judgment, shame. You start to actually reconnect with yourself at a whole different level. And when that happens, you start to be inspired. You start to see things a little bit differently, because you're no longer looking at things from one perspective. Like you're no longer sitting there and, thinking that you have to be something for someone else. Because many of us, we may not even realize it, we have been creating our lives around external expectations, molds, labels. We define ourselves around these things. And when we do, we automatically limit our capability. And that is unfortunate, because I'm here to tell you that you're supposed to be doing incredible things on this planet. But we cannot get there if we are still stuck. And when I say stuck, it's not even in a derogatory way. It's more limited, because we feel as though we need to be one way in order to have success in our life. And that is not accurate. And when we start to understand that, then we can find inspiration. Then we can be in better alignment to our true selves. And that's the work that I do. I help people believe in themselves again and understand that you have a greater purpose here than just one of just making money every day or having material success. Success can come in many different ways, and sometimes we tend to forget about that. What I really want everyone to kind of think about today is about being in alignment to your true self. And, for those that have followed me, and we've had numerous chats about this, but just from a high level, being in alignment to your authentic self, that's being in alignment to your truth, who you want to be, how you feel connected to like higher vibrational space, love, compassion, kindness, empathy, living a life where you're not jealous or you're not gossiping about other people. And when you start to understand that, that is your number one purpose here, is to be in alignment with your true self, then you can start really doing the things that we need you to do. And when that starts to unfold, and for me, it was when I wrote the book, it just started to unfold. And, it's gotten deeper and deeper and a greater understanding as to what we need to do. I think that the first thing is you have to acknowledge that you may not be living the life that you want to live. And when you start doing that, you have to start doing some deeper reflection and thinking and going within. And guys, so many people will sit there and say, oh, I'm authentic. Yeah, I just, I'm a loud talker. I say what I need to say. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about alignment with your truth. And when you think about that, if I asked you that, are you in alignment with your truth? Some people might say yes, but when I am, I guess, challenging you guys, is to think deeper. When you go to bed at night, do you feel good? Do you feel as though you are doing the things that you want? Do you have joy in your life? Are you happy? Because we all have the capability of all these things, but somehow we lock ourselves out and we prevent ourselves from getting there. And when that happens, it can be pretty frustrating because some people may not even realize that they're doing it. Sometimes people will feel really stuck and they start believing the false narratives that have been given to us through social constructs, labels, who they think that they need to be in order to be accepted. And it's not accurate. So I'm here to kind of help along with others, to show the way that when you start to connect with your inner self, you will be inspired in a completely different way. You will take time to reflect. You will see things that you may not have seen before. You might be walking and you see a flower. Take time. Take time. What are you rushing for? Take time with the flower and ask yourself, what is inspiring me with this? Is it so beautiful that, you know, you feel compelled to do something else, then keep going with it. I think that what happens is that, at least in Western society, we are rushing everywhere all the time. And, you know, I'm a mama too, and we have many things like, you know, dance and hockey and all that stuff. So rush, rush, rush. And you miss out on these really special moments. And inspiration doesn't need to be from a meme or a post. It can be, but you can find things that inspire you, right? Where it lights up your heart when you're around it. Is it a song? Is it, you know, being out in nature? It could be many different, is it art? But it's about having that overall connection and really allowing it to flow. I think sometimes we get caught up and we miss it. We miss this great inspiration, and you don't know where one inspiration bite or nugget, what that will build for you. So let's say you see something, you know, a beautiful piece of nature, and that might inspire you to draw, or it might inspire you to write a song, or, you know, do something more joyful. That's why it's so important to be able to open yourself up and be able to see it. Because if not, you're just kind of, I hate to say it, but you're kind of just going into the humdrum. Humdrum, what do I mean by that? 9 to 5, waking up every day, doing the same routine, Groundhog Day, over and over and over again. Is that why we're here? I don't think so. I know we all have to make a living. I know we all have things and responsibilities that we have to do, but you want to make sure that you're in a situation where you have an inspired life. You are not sitting here in this space and missing it. I don't know how much I can stress that, because it's so clear to me right now. And that's why, you know, I'm going on my nature walk and it's beautiful. The colors are vibrant, green, flowers, you know, everywhere. My dog is going over here, which I don't want. Lucy, get over here. And my dog's name is Lucy, for those that needed to know. But I'm inspired. My heart is full. And who knows how else this is going to kick off my day. And it's all back into that alignment of truth. So I want you guys to really ask yourself today. It's a big one, okay? I know we had a powerhouse conversation last Saturday, and you're going to be hearing from me a lot more. I'm going to be doing all my talks in the mornings again, but powerhouse conversation about surrender. And it's all interlinked, because when you are trusting the process and being aligned in your truth, it all falls into place. And when you understand that and you get out of the way, you can really be inspired. You could be opening up other doors for yourself to do wonderful things in your life. I want you guys to do these great things that you're destined to do. But do we give ourselves the time to do it? That's the thing. And sometimes I have to wonder. Sometimes I think the answer is no. I think that we are so caught up with what we think we're supposed to be doing that we've lost touch with the connection within. That's what's inspired. What's our intuition telling us? What do we love? What joy do we have? Maybe it's playing basketball. I don't know. Maybe it's something that you go into the gym or working out or whatever it is for you. Just make sure that that becomes a part of your everyday practice, your everyday life, because I think it's a shame, and that's just me really speaking transparently, if we don't. And it wasn't until I wrote the book that I started to come to understand this. and it started to unfold more and more. And I would ask you guys to say, like, or to question for yourself, are you inspired? What inspires you? What gets you really excited? What gives you like a little jump in your stomach? You know, and if you're not doing those things, ask yourself why. What is holding you back? Maybe for some, they might feel like, oh, that's foolish if I dance around. Or that's, oh, I can't. Listen to it already. Like, I can't paint. I like painting, but I can't paint, so I'm not going to do it. Well, that self-limiting belief you just got in your own way. Because I would say, from my perspective and the art that I've done, art is not meant to be judged. Art is a part of expression. It's inspired expression to get out on paper, some way or form. So when that happens, we should just honor it and not worry about what other people are going to think about it. And to be fair, I know I'm coming in at the age of 45 and being like, hey guys, this is what we need to do. If you would have talked to me 2 years ago, we would not be having this conversation. I'll tell you that for sure. It's very easy to be in that space where you're fearful to try things, fearful to be inspired, when we've been conditioned since we were little about how to fit in, about how you're going to be accepted and how you will not. You know, I remember a story with my son, and I don't know for you guys if you have kids, or you could even relate for yourself, but he had this new toy. He must have been 5 at the time, and he was so excited. He was like showing me, he was so pumped. And he brought it to daycare. And he came home from school and he ran to his room, stuffed it in the closet, and never brought it out again. Which broke my heart because he had joy. And obviously, as I did some deeper dive, some of the kids didn't like his toy and were making comments around it. And when that happens, then people don't want to be the odd man out. They don't want to put themselves out there. So they're going to pretend that they don't like whatever it is. Oh yeah, I don't want to dance. I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to paint because someone's going to say something. I don't want to cook because I can't stand cooking, but I know other people love cooking. I can't stand it because I got to get over that fear. My fear around cooking, I can't believe I'm sharing this, this is so funny, is I don't like the critiquing of it. It bothers me. But I need to get past that because I'm only going to hurt myself in the long run. But I hope that you guys are getting the overall message that was, popped in while I was walking. And yeah, I know you probably can hear me breathing a little bit heavy, but it's important. And I want everyone, I'm very clear now what I'm supposed to do. It's like, I need to help you believe in yourself again and understand that all parts of you are what make you incredible. The good, the bad, the ugly. I'll tell you this, your job does not define you. Your roles don't define you. And once we start understanding this, we can start being free. And then you can be expansive and you can try new things, and who knows what will come out of it. And that to me is really, really exciting. I am inspired by all of you. I am inspired when you are courageous enough to speak, when you share your stories, when you step into who you are. I can see you all growing right before my eyes. And there's some in particular that I've spent some really good time with on these stages. and I just see growth. And I honestly, it just warms my heart because finally we have a community where people can go somewhere, not feel judged, and just be inspired and do wonderful things. So what I want you guys to know, you're going to see a lot more of me, but I believe in you, every single one of you. I know we have our days where it's tough, but you need to believe in you in order to really expand and be inspired and do these amazing things that I want to see you do. And that is really, really exciting for me. So with that being said, guys, I know it was a short little conversation. I felt inspired. I jumped on just to send you guys love. And you guys know me well enough, especially those that listen to me frequently. I get intuitive hits, and when they start coming, I just hop on and then we start talking about it. And that's why inspiration today was really interesting, because what I'm trying to say is I'm not inspired by a job. I'm not inspired by my label as mom. I'm inspired from within. I'm inspired by nature. I'm inspired by incredible people that I meet. Connection. This is what's important, guys. Release the other stuff so you can find your inspiration, because it will open doors to other things. And that is incredible, my friends. Incredible. If you know that you're not alone and we're all kind of going through this unlock together, it's pretty awesome. So with that being said, I'm sending all you guys my love, and I will talk to you very soon.